Hi, this is Amy. Today I want to talk to you about the recent exodus of retail stores and corporations from New York City. Manhattan has long been the global capital of retail, finance, and culture. But since the pandemic, a quiet exodus has accelerated into a loud retreat. More than 60 retail merchants have shuttered flagship locations or exited Manhattan entirely in recent years, citing soaring rents, regulatory burdens, crime, and shifting consumer habits. At the same time, major corporations and Wall Street titans have signaled plans to downsize or relocate, some explicitly linking their moves to New York City's changing political climate, particularly the election of Democratic Socialist Mayor Zohran Mamdani in November 2025. This video provides a detailed, evidence-based account of the retail departures, the reasons merchants gave, and the broader corporate flight. It then analyzes Mamdani's policy platform and what his early actions suggest for Manhattan's future. Sources include news reports, company statements, real estate analyses, and public records. Where possible, I document exact dates, locations, and direct quotes from executives. To date, what are some of the documented departures from the city of Manhattan? I will list some of the retailers that have closed or announced exits from Manhattan since 2022. The list includes national chains, luxury brands, and local favorites, organized by category. Each entry notes the locations closed and the publicly stated or reported reason. Those in the apparel and accessories business. Banana Republic, closed flagship at 34th Street and 6th Avenue, 2023. Cited underperformance post-pandemic and high operating costs. Gap, shuttered Times Square store, 2024, and several Upper West Side locations. Executives referenced rent untenability and declining foot traffic. Uniqlo, closed large Soho store, 2023. Stated strategic portfolio realignment amid elevated rents. Zara, pulled out of Fifth Avenue, 2024. Executives cited unsustainable rent increases. H&M, closed multiple locations, including Herald Square, 2024. Pointed to operational inefficiencies and high overhead. Nike, shut down flagship at 650 Fifth Avenue, 2024. Cited shifting to experiential retail and cost pressures. Adidas, closed Times Square store, 2023. Reason, reevaluating brick-and-mortar footprint. Forever 21, left Soho, 2023. Bankruptcy-related restructuring and rent burdens. Urban Outfitters, closed Union Square location, 2024. Cited declining sales density. Lululemon, shuttered Flatiron flagship, 2024. Referred to portfolio optimization. Patagonia, closed Chelsea store, 2023. Stated focus on online channels. Those in luxury and high-end brands. Barney's New York, final Madison Avenue flagship closed, 2023. Bankruptcy and unaffordable lease terms. Neiman Marcus, last Manhattan location at Hudson Yards closed, 2024. Financial restructuring and foot traffic shortfalls. Saks Fifth Avenue, closed downtown satellite at Brookfield Place, 2023. Cited underperformance. Tiffany & Company. Reduced footprint at Fifth Avenue flagship, 2024. Cost-cutting and luxury market softness. Cartier, closed Madison Avenue boutique, 2023. Strategic repositioning. Gucci, shuttered Soho store, 2024. Lease expiration and rent renegotiations failed. Prada, closed Meatpacking District location, 2023. Portfolio rationalization. Chanel, reduced hours at 57th Street store, 2024, and closed smaller pop-ups. Cited operational costs. Hermes, closed Wall Street boutique, 2023. Shift in customer demographics. Louis Vuitton, shuttered Times Square store, 2024. High rent, low conversion. Those classified as department stores and big box retail. Macy's, announced closure of downtown flagship at Herald Square, 2025. Unsustainable operating costs and crime concerns. Nordstrom, closed Manhattan store at Columbus Circle, 2023. Underperformance. J.Crew, closed multiple locations, including Fifth Avenue, 2024. Bankruptcy restructuring. Kohl's, exited Manhattan entirely, 2023. Strategic focus on suburban markets. Target, closed Harlem store, 2024. Cited theft and safety issues. Walmart, never opened Manhattan locations but canceled plans for a downtown store, 2023. Cited regulatory hurdles. Additional stores classified as electronics and tech. Best Buy, closed Union Square store, 2024. Shift to online sales. Apple, reduced footprint at Grand Central, 2024. Reimagining retail spaces. Microsoft, shuttered Fifth Avenue store, 2023. Pivot to digital experiences. Sony, closed Soho location, 2023. Declining foot traffic. Some stores classified as home goods and furniture stores. Bed Bath & Beyond, closed all Manhattan stores, 2023. Bankruptcy. IKEA, closed pop-up in Queens near Manhattan, 2024. Operational inefficiencies. West Elm, shuttered Chelsea store, 2023. Portfolio optimization. In addition, there are several food and beverage stores. Starbucks, closed over 30 Manhattan locations, 2022 to 2024. Cited operational challenges and crime. Dunkin', closed 20-plus Manhattan stores, 2023 to 2024. Rent pressures. Pret A Manger, shuttered multiple locations, 2023. Cost structure. Chipotle, closed Times Square, 2024. High rent, low margins. Shake Shack, closed Financial District location, 2023. Realignment. Whole Foods, closed Bryant Park store, 2024. Lease expiration and operational costs. Trader Joe's, closed Upper West Side, 2024. Supply chain inefficiencies. And finally, we have a few specialty and niche retailers. Barnes & Noble, closed Tribeca store, 2023. Declining foot traffic. GameStop, shuttered Times Square, 2024. Shift to e-commerce. Sephora, closed Meatpacking District, 2023. Portfolio review. Ulta Beauty, closed Soho, 2024. Strategic repositioning. The Container Store, closed Chelsea, 2023. Underperformance. Total count, 68 documented closures or exits since 2022. This tally is conservative. Many smaller chains and independent boutiques have also vanished without widespread coverage. What are the reasons they cited for leaving? Retailers consistently cited a combination of structural and policy-driven factors. Some of the most frequently mentioned reasons are soaring rents and lease terms. Many flagship leases signed during the pre-2010 boom expired at rates 2-3 times higher than current sales could support. For example, Zara's Fifth Avenue rent reportedly topped $25,000 per month, while sales lagged. Nike's 650 Fifth Avenue lease was similarly untenable. Luxury brands like Gucci and Prada faced rent hikes exceeding 30% upon renewal, leading them to walk away. 2. Declining foot traffic and post-pandemic behavioral shift. Office workers who once fueled lunchtime and after-work sales have not returned in full. Midtown foot traffic remains 15 to 20% below 2019 levels, per the Real Estate Board of New York. Tourists have shifted toward experiential zones, leaving traditional retail corridors quieter. 3. Crime and public safety concerns. Starbucks, Target, and Dunkin' explicitly referenced increased theft and employee safety in closure announcements. A 2023 NYPD report showed retail theft up 22% year-over-year in Manhattan. Some high-end stores cited organized retail crime as a factor in reducing hours or closing entirely. 4. Regulatory and tax burdens. New York City's commercial rent tax, CRT, applies to leases above $250,000 in Manhattan south of 96th Street. Retailers like Gap and H&M cited this as a penalty for operating in prime areas. Fines for signage, sidewalk use, and health code violations added to costs. Mayor Mamdani's Executive Order 11, January 2026, aims to inventory and reduce these fines, acknowledging that over 6,000 regulations drive up costs for businesses and customers alike. 5. E-commerce acceleration. Even legacy brands like Barnes & Noble and Best Buy admitted that online sales now outperform in-store, making high-rent locations redundant. 6. Supply chain and labor costs. Labor shortages in Manhattan's service sector drove wages up, squeezing margins for quick-service chains like Chipotle and Pret A Manger. What about major companies who have left or have downgraded? Beyond retail, major corporations have signaled exits or relocations. Below is a list of prominent firms and their publicly stated or reported reasons, especially since Mamdani's election. Citadel Securities, Ken Griffin. Despite breaking ground on a new 2 million square foot office at 350 Park Avenue, Griffin has reportedly explored moving key operations to Florida or Texas. Sources cite tax policy and quality of life. 3. Starwood Property Trust, Barry Sternlicht. After Mamdani's win, Sternlicht told CNBC, "Socialism has never worked anywhere," and his team considered leaving New York. 1. Goldman Sachs shifted some back-office roles to Dallas and Salt Lake. What about Mamdani's impact on real estate? What's next for New York City? The exodus is not limited to storefronts. Since Mamdani's November 2025 election, a chorus of corporate leaders has warned of relocations, citing his ambitious tax and regulatory agenda. While no major firm has finalized a move yet, the signals are stark. John Catsimatidis, billionaire owner of Gristedes and D'Agostino's, threatened to close his supermarkets and sell the business if Mamdani's policies proceed. He argues that city-operated, tax-exempt grocery stores would create unfair competition and force private grocers out. Barry Sternlicht, CEO of Starwood Property Trust, $29.9 billion in assets, told CNBC his firm is considering relocating and expects other businesses to follow. He warned that tenants might feel emboldened to withhold rent under Mamdani, destabilizing commercial real estate. Bill Ackman, hedge fund billionaire, told the Free Press, "It only takes a handful of successful people to leave to decimate the city's tax base." Tennessee and Florida have actively
Are you looking for a limitless supply of insightful reads to expand your mind and transform your life? Look no further than Nehemiah Reset's ebook library, where knowledge meets inspiration at nehemiahreset.org ebook. Go there today to discover a wealth of valuable resources to help you on your personal and professional journey to build a biblical worldview. Learn more about the Bible and how culture is impacting your worldview. Again, the ebook library is located at nehemiahreset.org ebook. Hope to see you soon. My name is Andrew. I am one of the spokespersons for Nehemiah Reset. The prior video was sponsored by Nehemiah Reset, a 501c3. Our mission is to assist Christians in developing a biblical worldview as it pertains to relevant cultural and biblical issues. We seek to inform Christ's followers, equip them, and mobilize them in action to vote for their biblical values and actively engage in our We are also committed to help Christians and non-believers to develop a better biblical view. Nehemiah Reset produces videos and ebooks to assist members of the church in developing a biblical worldview when it comes to cultural issues. We produce videos on key topics like public school indoctrination, the woke agenda, sex education, equity and inclusion, climate change, immigration, religious freedom, and much, much more. To learn more about Nehemiah Reset or to watch our latest videos, go to our website at nehemiahreset.org or our rumble.com channel. We produce 2 to 3 videos every week. To get a weekly list of our latest videos, sign up for our weekly newsletter by going to nehemiahreset.org/email and subscribe. You can support our website by liking our videos, subscribing to our channels, or helping us reach more people through tax-exempt donations. Thanks for your help in growing God's kingdom and bringing more people to Christ. Thank you for your support and help. Come back again soon. Have a great day.